We're back.
We are.
comiXology Live.
No one is going to know where to find us because we are 3 hours early.
It's 3 hours early.
I don't know how to do math.
People are hitting the road to go to Thanksgiving, and then they're going to see their families or something. I don't know what people do on Thanksgiving. What do you do on Thanksgiving?
So, my ideal Thanksgiving is when everyone goes to see their family, leaving me alone in the house.
Really?
With the cat and pie. That's all I need.
Pie. What's your favorite pie?
Sweet potato. Don't you remember we had this conversation?
I didn't even know they made sweet potato pie.
So, okay, sweet potato pie is superior to pumpkin in every way.
What about, like... Well, first of all, for people tuning in, we're going to talk about our picks from the hot sales.
We'll talk about comics, too. But pie is very important.
I like cherry pie.
For Thanksgiving?
Pecan. Love pecan pie.
Get some of that sweet, sweet corn syrup.
There's another one, blueberry.
For Thanksgiving?
I didn't know pies had, like, seasonal... Just give me a blueberry pie and I'll eat it.
But blueberries are not in season in November.
People put these steroids in fruits and animals, and that's how they're always in season.
Cranberry?
I could do a cranberry.
Yeah?
All right. Let's see. So there's a bunch of sales going on. We wanted to help people navigate through them.
There's a ton of sales.
There's an S-ton. I think I can say S-ton on Facebook.
You can't.
You can't? Zuckerberg, don't ban us. I know he's watching. He's probably in Ohio or some such. So I wrote down...
You did homework.
I did a lot of homework. So, like, let's say, our dear friend Mikey P suggested, what if you guys had, like, a budget for these sales? Like, what if you only had $20 to spend for, like, the DC sale? Hello, Eric.
Hi.
And I put a list together of what, like, if I had $20 to my name, which I generally spend on, like, Flamin' Hot Cheetos.
Did you see the Flamin' Hot Cheetos turkey?
Of course I did.
Okay.
What a silly question, Tia. So $20.
Yeah.
Do you know of anything that's on sale that you would grab for $20 from the DC sale? Did you look at that sale yet?
I did, yeah. All the Bombshells trades.
Bombshells is like the gals of DC in like the 40s, right?
Yeah, it's like an alternate history written by Marguerite Bennett. And we talked to her at San Diego, remember? And she was talking to us about how her dad, like when they run out of bedtime stories, would tell her stories like from mythology and history. So she was like kind of a big history nerd. Remember that?
Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah.
It was a great interview.
That was fun.
It was great.
Yeah.
So one of my picks from the DC sale, if I have $20 to my name, and I'll save a few dollars for Flamin' Hot Cheetos, Superman Birthright. You ever read that?
No.
Get out.
I'm sorry.
Just kidding. Don't leave, please. Superman Birthright came out maybe like 15 years ago. It was like DC made a new comic book for Superman. Like, what if Superman came today? And like, let's make it modern. He's young.
He would be deported immediately.
Probably.
Yeah.
So this one was Mark Waid and Francis Yu. It's my all-time favorite Superman book. It's just so emotionally connecting to you, the reader. You really care about Superman.
Are there dad feels?
There's the amount of dad feels in this book would cripple most men. I felt crippled. I mean, the ending to this book is so emotionally crippling. But it's a great take on Superman. It's like as if he doesn't have 100 years of comic books behind him, and this is your first ever time to write Superman. Let's do it. And who better than Mark Waid? Any other picks besides Bombshells?
I was thinking about, like, okay, so you're at Thanksgiving.
Love it.
With your family, and the kids are getting restless. They're bored at the parade. Your uncle put on football. They don't care about football. So they're whining. Dinner's not ready yet. What do? You go...
Get drunk.
So first you do that. And then, once you're good and liquored up, hey Mike, you go on comiXology to this DC sale, and you pick up all of the DC superhero girls books that are on sale. And that is how you entertain the kids, so you can watch football in peace.
If you want to watch football.
Which I don't.
There's probably hockey on, too.
Is there?
Thanksgiving. I hope so.
I don't know.
Mike Rappin, wine drunk on Thanksgiving. Mike Rappin might be drunk right now.
Mike Rappin is usually drunk. No, that's not true.
Mike Rappin, what would you get from the DC sale if you had $20 to spend? Obviously, my next pick, Saga the Swamp Thing, the most beautiful love story ever told by human beings on this planet. Yes. Sandman Volume 1.
Oh, that's a good pick.
There's this occultist who tries to trap death, but he traps Dream instead. And then he eventually breaks free and tries to fix things.
Oh, hey, Nick.
I think it's Volume 2, which I always talk about at cons, has the most frightening comic book I've ever read in my life.
Oh, really? More frightening than Witches?
Way more frightening.
Wow.
Yeah.
Scott Snyder's not going to let you read anything else that he ever wrote.
Scott, I know you're watching right now. Give us a break.
Oh, yeah. So, actually, Mike and I were talking... Or I was around while Mike was talking about this Green Arrow book, all the Lemire Sorrentino run, which, not my favorite Archer, but still.
Well, it's your favorite DC Archer, maybe.
Sure.
Volumes 1 through 4, Planetary, agree.
Day
Mike.
Tripper.
Oh, gosh.
Right?
Day Tripper. Wow.
Yeah, beautiful.
I'd had some other ones.
Beautiful.
Maybe if I had $30.
Are we branching out from the DC sale
my
yet?
last one from DC. Okay. Enigma.
Oh,
You
yes.
ever heard of this guy, Kieran Gillen?
No.
We were on a panel once before with him, and he told us to read Enigma, and from Peter Milligan and Duncan Alfredo.
Oh, and Hope Nicholson also.
Hope was
really
also
into
there.
This book.
Hope, I'm sorry if you're watching. I'm sorry I forgot.
What?
So the short gist of it is this guy's struggling with his own life, and his favorite comic book character appears in front of him, and he can't believe it. So it's about sexual identity. It's about knowing your place in the world. Great book.
Hi, Mikey P. Thanks for the suggestion, which we're taking and going through all of our sale picks for folks on a budget. And enjoy your tofurkey. See, this is why I just skip the main course during Thanksgiving. I'm, fine with just eating the pie.
The cherry pie.
Sweet potato. Oh, my God. And, you can... So, anyway, did you see the thing on Twitter, the video where they put Parmesan cheese in the sweet potato pie?
I love Parmesan cheese. I remember I've seen a discussion. Is this with Jason Latour and friends?
Unacceptable. Unacceptable.
I put Parmesan cheese on everything.
Well, get out.
Chicken parm. Get yourself
It's
a Wawa.
in the name.
If you want to get to flavor country, go to Wawa and get yourself a chicken parmy.
Oh my God. So, yes, thank you, Mike. There is an awesome aftershock sale. That was hard to say for some reason. So we were talking about how, kick-ass Marguerite Bennett is a few minutes ago. So you could pick up her animosity. Yeah.
When animals get sentient.
Which, frankly, could they rule the planet any worse than we have? Who knows?
Chicken Parmesan. Mikey P's son wants to know how many Thors are on my shirt. I think there's 9.
I think it's just the one Thor in 9 poses.
Or there are 9 Thors. I mean, he was a frog once.
That's true.
Anything goes.
That's true. My favorite Thor is Cat Thor, which is actually Loki impersonating Thor.
Did you see the Thor movie yet?
Not yet. I'm going to try this weekend.
It's a perfect time. You should go tomorrow.
I know.
No one's going to be there.
No one will be there. I should bring pie to the poor people who have to work at the movie theaters on Thanksgiving.
If you work on Thursday, if you have to work Thursday night, feel sorry for those employers.
When my brother was in the Marines, and there would always be Marines who had to man the checkpoint before you drive onto the base. So I would usually bring them pie at Thanksgiving.
Really?
That's a sucky job.
Mics are taking over the stream again. There's 10 mics in the stream. Should we go to Marvel? Do you have any picks from the Marvel sale? That's at 80% off.
I know, right? I mean, you have on your list, which is also on my Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur.
Great pick.
Oh my God. That book is just so great.
My favorite Deadpool comic of all time is $4. It's a trade. Deadpool, the Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. That's when he asks for help from Captain America and Wolverine to help an ex-girlfriend of his that he thinks has been kidnapped.
Oh, dear.
Wow. What a book. Declan Shalvey on art.
Nice.
Good
stuff.
Thor God Butcher is $2.
That is probably, like, that's up there for me in the Thor books. Like, that's a great one.
$2.
Yeah, all the Captain Marvel books, Mike Rappin saying, yes, definitely. You guys, you have to watch the Olympics because the women's ski team, their uniforms are the Captain Marvel suit. It's awesome. So you can buy all the Captain Marvel books and read them while you watch this women's ski team win all the medals. And we have like a Runaways sale, so if you're watching Runaways on Hulu, which
I hear it's getting great reviews.
yeah, everybody loves it. And also there's like the new Runaways, so if you're like, oh, I need a refresher on like the original Runaways, you know, it's all on sale, so go get it.
One of my other picks is the first volume of Uncanny Avengers, Lost Future. That one has Deadpool on the team. It's got a few X-Men. It's like a mixture of X-Men and Avengers and Deadpool. It was probably my favorite X-Men book for a long time when it was coming out. So you can get the first 3 trades for like less than $10. Good grief.
There's also a neat Dark Horse sale. Like, okay, so scenario.
I'm ready.
You're hanging out at Thanksgiving with your family, and your snooty cousin is like, comic books, aren't those for kids? Whatever. I don't care about comic. You know how those teenagers can be. So...
I know adults like that.
And adults too, yeah. But they're acting like teenagers, let's be real.
S-heads.
So, like... There's a cool Dark Horse historical fiction sale right now. You know how serial killers are, like, really hot right now?
Serial killers have never been hotter.
They're so hot right now. There's Mindhunter on Netflix.
Love
like,
it.
people are into it. So, there's a graphic novel about Gary Ridgway, the Green River Killer, in the sale. That's pretty great.
You watching Mindhunter?
Yeah.
What do you think so far? I love it.
I think that his chemistry with the love interest is so boring and bad that, like, I wish they just would do away with that entire plot line and just focus on his, like, Mulder and Scully thing he has going on with the old guy.
What about their first night at that bar?
Boring.
When the sparks were flying?
There were no sparks. It was terrible.
They were like flirty McGurties
they weren't, though.
at that bar.
I didn't... Oh, no. Mm-mm.
I mean, I agree somewhat. She's kind of just been like... Their connections, their scenes together in the later episodes are kind of just like,
They're
meh.
not good. And so I was talking to someone else here at comiXology who...
Shall remain nameless?
Yeah, I won't call him out. But he had a really interesting theory, which is that...
She dies.
No. That the reason why this guy is so interested in how serial killers think is because he's kind of a sociopath, too, and has a hard time connecting emotionally and, like, genuinely with people. And so that maybe there's a reason why he doesn't have any chemistry with her, which is because he's actually, like, you know...
Has he ever shown empathy yet? I'm like 5 episodes in. I'm not even sure if he has.
No, yeah. He, like, is constantly flubbing. Like, when he goes and he's, like, talking about the Charles Manson case, and then there's, like, the guy there who's, like, you know, yeah. So I don't know. Maybe there's, like, layers. Yeah.
Got a gif of you doing layers.
No, please don't. I could do that. Okay.
Black Panther Volume 1 from Ta-Nehisi Coates and Brian Stelfreeze, Laura Martin. Anyway, that's $2.
Wow. I think it's pronounced Tani. Is it Ta-Nehisi?
That was Ta-Nehisi Coates, yeah. That's what I thought.
But it's spelled with 2 I's, but it's pronounced with the A, right?
I mean, Ta-Nehisi, if you're watching right now, please confirm my pronunciation of your name.
I think that you're probably right. I know, right?
About that. I might make that the gif. Save that one forever. I might cry. So that's from Marvel. There's a bunch of stuff. I mean, you can't go wrong. There's like thousands of books in there that are 80-some% off.
Yeah, basically, I mean, even if you only have $5 to spend, you could pick something up that'll entertain you over the weekend.
I mean, really, if you have $5 to spend and you live in the United States, sign up for comiXology Unlimited.
Oh, there you go.
And just live your life to the fullest.
It's true.
Let's see, what else?
There's some exciting stuff coming up that, you know, we won't spoil, but I'm just saying, like, if none of this tickles your fancy, which is such a gross saying that I can't believe I just said, then, you know, you should check it out, like, Friday and Saturday, because there's more stuff that we're going to
There's a lot of stuff coming your way. Mm-hmm. Hot stuff.
'Tis the season.
Not as hot as certain serial killers are right now.
So hot right now.
IDW has a sale right now. You can get their the Transformer Classics, I think, for like $8. Those gigantic
People love Transformers.
trades. You can also get Transformers vs. G.I. Joe.
Oh, that was actually really cool.
Which is a really fun series. Let's see what else I had here. Oh!
You did so much homework.
My gosh. If you get one Marvel title, are you paying attention right now? Right meow.
Oh my god.
If you get one Marvel title, make it Punisher by Greg Rucka. My all-time favorite Punisher comic book.
There's like a whole Punisher sale right now.
There is, yeah. There's like a weird subsection of Marvel sales that it's just Punisher stuff.
Okay, I am really into the Punisher show.
Really?
Yeah. And I have like kind of been lagging in terms of interest on those Netflix shows, but I really like the Punisher.
We watched a little bit during lunch. Didn't do anything for me, personally.
Yeah,
but
I saw your tweet and I was like, Matt, you're just so wrong. Like, you're just so wrong.
Thank you for not publicly saying that and just on Twitter. Everyone I know is like, it's really good. It deals with PTSD really well. Just first 15 minutes didn't draw me in.
Yeah.
I actually, Bernthal.
Not a fan.
We talked about this last week. I don't want to dwell on it. When he was just annoying in Walking Dead.
No, he really was. It was really satisfying when that character exited the show.
God, so annoying.
But I think that he's good at being frank.
Yeah, sure. There's an indie sale also going on right now, and one of my picks was Remind, which is one of my favorite books. It was a Kickstarter from a few years ago, and now they're gorgeous hardcovers, and they're also available on comiXology. That one is about a young female inventor. She loses her cat.
Aww.
The cat comes back and can talk. And is there
like a place you can send them to make that happen?
You have to read to find out. They go on an amazing journey.
Aww.
The cat has a mission now, underwater. Really beautiful stuff.
Cats don't like water.
This cat does.
I'll have to check that out. Eric, everything's on sale, so you don't have to blow your whole savings, or you could blow your whole savings but get twice as many things.
Blow your savings, declare bankruptcy, and you'll be back on track.
Oh
the American way.
Do not take financial advice from this man.
Also, we haven't even talked about any releases this week, but I know the Doomsday Clock from DC, their biggest release probably of the year, is out.
And Maxwell's Demons is out, which super great. Another great title from Vault Comics. It's about a kid who... It's all about philosophy and space and loneliness and childhood and, all of those like really lighthearted themes that you love. But it's beautiful, and I loved it.
Okay. Do you have anything else you wanted to talk about this week before we exit to go eat some turkey skin?
Pie.
What if you had a pie made out of turkey skin?
I would throw it away.
Oh my gosh. There's nothing better than turkey skin. Like the crispy, you're like pulling it off the top. Vegetarians, Mikey P, I'm sorry. When you're peeling off the turkey skin and it's like crunchy.
No.
I think that's time to go now.
Yeah, probably. Probably time to go.
Thanks everyone for watching. Thank you for being a part of the comiXology community. We're very thankful for you. Hopefully you have a good holiday.
Mike, the answer is cake.
Cake versus pies, which is better? You know something about cake that people don't do? I think you should refrigerate cake. I think cake is a lot better when you refrigerate it. My wife vehemently disagrees with me.
Yeah, that's like actually wrong.
No comment. Just try it. You take the cake out and you have a piece and you want to save it for later. Put it in the fridge for a few hours. Take it out. Your life will change.
That only works with certain kinds of cake that have icing because putting cake in the refrigerator dries it out. That's why that's a problem. So you have to make sure it has a lot of icing on it if you're going to do that. Listen.
That's another potential GIF. Yeah. All right, we'll see everybody next... Oh, Mike Rappin, Matt, you are correct. What a delight.
You're both fired.
Love
as
Mike.
My friend.
We'll see everybody next week. Travel safely and have a good holiday.
Bye.
Goodbye.